WF representing Palace, so let's tell you about Palace.
Eagle Eye Football here. Aston Villa 2, Crystal Palace 2. Here are the player ratings. Chairman, we'll start with you. Dean Henderson.
First of all, nothing to do with the 2 goals. I think we say that. But what an absolutely fabulous penalty save. Made a lot of good punches. The celebration was fantastic. So 8 out of 10 for me. I thought he was absolutely brilliant today.
Left back, Tyreek Mitchell. I thought he had a very good game today. Obviously, we know his strengths and we know his weaknesses. He can't go forwards that well. But the defending that he did today, the winning of fouls high up the pitch as well. Granted, he did it all deep in our half as well. But the fact he was doing that all in their half as well, I think he deserves at least a 7,
Absolutely.
If not an 8.
I'll
go an 8. I think he actually did really well.
Yeah, fair enough. Mark is Mark, innit? He just controls it. He doesn't just hammer it out. He's calm on the ball. And again, I think it was fantastic.
Maxence Lacroix, 8 has to be. He's only not getting a 9 because we conceded 2 goals today.
Exactly, yeah.
Whenever he had to step out and be aggressive, he did. Whenever he had to run back and make a last-ditch challenge, he did without giving away a penalty. Lots of strong challenges in the first 25 minutes as well, and he won every single one of them. At one time, Cash was running into the box. He just stuck a leg out and it stuck. So
it was brilliant, yeah.
Incredible performance, and Lacroix has been incredible for us this whole season so far, really. If only we got him earlier and he had a pre-season. But
oh, yeah, absolutely.
Here's what it is. Trevor Chalobah.
Probably Palace's poorest player today. It's going to be a 5 or a 6. I thought he's at fault for the first goal because he was too deep. He's got to be in front of our last man, but he played him on. He got caught out of position. I'm going to say a 5. Wasn't his best game.
Yeah, I agree. Daniel Munoz, I think I'll give him a 7. I thought he did well. Went up and down the wing. That one time we tried to go around Martinez, maybe try and lift it over him, maybe try and shoot for his legs, but that's very nitpicky. I think the 7's a good result for him. Justin Devaney.
Yeah, I'm going to give him an 8 because he scored, obviously, and I thought he had a really good. I thought he faded away a bit in the end. I understood why he was substituted, but a really good first half. Sweet strike with his right foot. You can't take that away from him. And he did, lots of nice balls. Tried to make things, and he passed forward a lot. So 8 for me as well.
Will Hughes coming back after his suspension. I thought he did really well. Very strong in the tackle today. Looked to move the ball forwards. I think there was one time where we had a counter attack and we was running forwards, and Mateta was to his left, and Sarr was on his right. The better pass was definitely to Mateta, but he's so left-footed he can't open up his body to put the ball out wide on his left foot, so it had to go the other way. But other than that, he was really good today. He did give away a penalty, which we have to remember.
Absolutely,
so he's not going to have as high a rating as everyone else.
No.
But I think he gets a 7 today.
Yeah.
Check Decore coming back.
Yeah, Chet Decore does what he does, doesn't he? He breaks up play and he tries to boss our midfield. And as you said, I think it was a pre-planned thing to take off 60, which is absolutely the right thing to do. So I'm going to give him a solid 7. He's still a bit ring rusty, but he's definitely getting back into it. And we are a better team for him being in the side. So it's 7 for me, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Going up front now, Ismail Assar, my man of the match. Goal, assist, a 9. He was just immense today. Every time he had the ball, he was dangerous. Their fullbacks were scared of him. Maatson, the second he got a yellow, hacked off. That kid, the second he started struggling, hacked him off straight away at half-time as well. And then they had to start doubling up on him. And, when they started doing that and realised the threat he caused, we'd already gone defensive by then and he got tired. So 9 for Ismail Assar. Finally, to finish out the starting 11, JP.
Do you know what I'm saying? Any other game, he probably would have got man of the match, really. I can't give him a 9. I'm going to give him an 8, but his hold-up play was honestly saved us. And there was a couple of times we had 2 or 3 Villa players on him, and he was still holding the ball up and laying it off. He wasn't just losing it. Had a really good game, solid 8.
Yeah, because I think there was a few times where he received the ball and there was 3 players around him. He took one touch and just dribbled away from him, thinking, well, you have no right to have the ball there.
Yeah, absolutely.
On to the bench now.
Yeah.
Our first sub was Jefferson Lerma for Chet Decore. It was, as Chairman here said, I think it was pre-planned, but when he actually came on, I thought he was pretty good, He didn't play for too long. I think he came on about 60, 65, but didn't put a foot wrong. Some of his passes were overhit, but that's just a very Lerma thing. But him being in there when we were under the cosh defending, his aerial presence was needed, and I think I'll give him a 7. I think he did okay today. Next up, we have Jeffrey Schlapp.
Yeah, normally I'd give, because the subs don't come on, that didn't really affect the game, so they'll get a 5, but I'm going to give Schlapp a 6 because he did get a really good shot away. It was a great save from the keeper. Very unlucky it hit the post. So, yeah, he actually did okay, so 6 for me, yeah.
I think the last 2 subs was Nathaniel Klein and Chris Richards. Both of them weren't on for long enough. Richards was out of position. They just chased the ball around. We actually rounded out the game pretty strongly, I think. So both of them will get a 5. Not because they played well or bad. They just wasn't on the pitch for long enough to get their rating moved at all.
Go on, you take Glasner, go on, because a slightly new style today.
Oliver Glasner, I think there's 2 ways you can look at this one. I think the first way you can look at it is new system. He had to play the players that he actually had available to him, and there I would say he got the tactics spot on. He played everyone in their right positions. He was very brave giving Devaney another start, and to be fair, I think after that second performance, I do think he deserves a start in our upcoming games.
Absolutely.
And really, after seeing that performance, I don't think we have to rush Eze now.
No.
I think that we played very well. We could play that same system again with those exact same players. So there I'd say he gets a very high rating. But what I'd say he probably doesn't get as high of a rating is the conceding of our second goal. Literally a minute, maybe 2 minutes before, Ross Barkley had the exact same opportunity. And it's all down to the zonal marking. It doesn't work in corners. It really doesn't. Barkley ran near post away from everyone in their zones, got a free header. Pulled out a little bit wider, got another free header and scored from it. So only then, and maybe his substitutions, maybe Agbenone should have came on instead of Schlapp. It is what it is. But I think Oliver Glasner, 7 for me today.
Yeah.
Ref?
He was a bit picky, wasn't he? He really was big, but generally he got all the big decisions right. It was a penalty. He did put his studs down his ankle, and it's a stupid challenge. All the other decisions, he got them right, but just a bit picky. So yeah, 6 for me.
Finally, the fans, I think they get a 10. Making all the way down there
in that weather.
It was pouring rain, freezing in Birmingham, must have been. And also, I think the fact that when we saved a penalty and we literally ran down to the other end and scored, it had to have been pandemonium in that away end. It had to be. Limbs. I hate the term, but it was arms flying everywhere. But guys, that is the Eagle Eye Football player ratings. Hope you've enjoyed, and as always, up the Palace.
Eagles.